My position is we must design not object but relations. And it's very important to have also, for this reason I'm also interested in Sarah's work, because we must design also emotion. And this is one of the problem of architecture now. And this is deeply humanist, I think.
Yeah, but art is, in a way, what makes art different from just not art is that it acknowledges relationship. I mean, this is what it is. So, and I don't think that we should narrow down art to just painting or visual art. Or, I mean, art is really something which should encompass, you know, architecture as well as even the idea of caring, of education, you know. And because this is really just related to a market target, the idea of saying art as photography or, you know, as sound installation, video, film. It, as you see, it broadens it up increasingly, you know, taking in everything. Now it's the question is architecture art? Of course it is, you know, as long as it considers the context, the relationship, and with quantum physics, you know, now we know that we are all there simultaneously, so, and we are all related. So, I mean, this is what we have really.
I think that's the nub of the point, which is that we're all there simultaneously.
Yes, that's it.
And, you know, with quantum physics, you know, there's this concept of high noon state, so which is what, like, the CERN collider was doing, which is you accelerate subatomic particles to such a high speed that at one point the particle can take multiple parts at once.
Right.
And I think that's precisely art.
Yes,
exactly. It has those complex relationships.
Right.
Not just with the market, but also with our cultural selves.
Of course.
But also as our social selves.
Yes, yes.
And the Mexican artists that do very, very well have all trained at architecture school, because there is far less of a tradition of an art school there. Someone like Guadalajara, there's like a whole lot of very good artists who've come out of architecture school, who've managed to kind of counter, through kind of a relationship to architectural practicality, the making of an object.
This is true of all Latin America. We are actually doing an exhibition at the Bronx Museum that's specifically about that.
Oh, good. Can you talk about that?
How in South America, because of mostly because of some military governments, they close the humanities, but architecture is actually considered technology. So people interested in the arts, they would go to architecture as a way to actually be exposed to our history and this and that. So you have a number of artists in South America that they are trained as architects. And that's interesting because it entirely changes the discourse of art. By that kind of, I really, I'm very interested in these hybrids and this kind of idea of inoculating one language with another.
Now there, for 6 months, the first 6 months when you enter, all you do is draw parallel lines in 1 inch by 1 inch squares with a sharpened pencil, which you can, if you fall on that, you die. And all you're doing is to learn control over your hand. And then, you know, the master will say, yes, okay, now you have control over hand, now you can do this. And you do that for several years. And you know, the sort of what you were talking about, this tension between, you know, being, I mean, the thing I was thinking of was say something like, you know, Tai Chi or Zen archery, where the aim may be to have no aim. Right. But you have a lifetime of discipline.
But you are in the present.
Which is, you know, which
you are in the present.